Hey, everybody. So I'm in a different place than I usually um, film. So you might hear cars going by, you might hear people talking. Don't worry about it. Focus on me. I hope you guys are doing so amazing. This live and many other lives are about to be about my book, Sex is Your Superpower. So make yourself comfy and cozy like I am, and we are going to get to talking. I am so excited. The link is in the description if you need the link. I'm just talking about like why I wrote the book for you. I was thinking, and I was like, what does my girl need? Like, what does the girl who's like dating is super hard, men are horrible, my love life never goes right, I can't get past date three, like all these kind of things. Like, what does she need from me? Then I wrote sex is your superpower. Also for married women too, that's what you want to do, but it's very, very big for single women. So you, yeah, I promise you need to get the book. I've had people give me feedback and be like, Corinne, where was this book when I was growing up? Like every young girl should be reading this book. And that's why I created it. I came up with the title, Sex is Your Superpower, because I was a crazy person. I was insane for my ex years back. I literally had to be taken to a different state because I was like, the next time I see him, I'm gonna assault this man. Like there's nothing stopping me. My sister stopped me from bleaching my ex's clothes and going to his house. Like, and he didn't even tell me the full story. I didn't need to hear it. I didn't need to hear the full story. I was like, don't worry about it. You said everything you needed to say right now. Don't worry about it. But that's the crazy thing. It's like the only thing he told me about that, about whatever cheating or whatever he did, is he said, Corinne, I got tea with this one girl. And I was like, tea? Flew off the handle. When I was after our breakup, I could not get over this man, crying. This is so sad. This is so horrible. How could he? I love him so much. It went into my grades. It went into so many different things, and I was like, I cannot keep doing this. I cannot keep doing this. Like I literally cannot keep doing this. This is ruining my life. So I said, okay, what am I gonna do? What? Oh yeah, I prayed to God. I was like, God, why do I feel like this? Why am I behaving like this? What the heck? And God was like, Corinne, you had sex with him and you weren't supposed to. I said, we didn't have sex. But God knows all things. It's like, Corinne, yes, you did. And the Lord started literally leading me to watch cheaters, to watch is it true crime in shows of real people who committed crimes against their significant other, cheating or whatever. But most of it was infidelity. And God said, Corinne, one of the reasons I'm very clear that sex is reserved for marriage is that it quite literally can make you crazy if not used in the right manner, even when you're married. Corinne, the bond that sex creates is so powerful that if you lose that person, which it feels like when they cheat on you, you lose them, or they sever that connection, you become homicidal. And I was like, oh my God, I was homicidal. And God was like, yes, Corinne, I know. But that's why I told you not to do it. And that's why when you connect with the wrong person and you do have sex and you are torn away, you become homicidal. Because literally in the spiritual realm, I believe there's probably more than two realms, but I believe in the spiritual and the physical. He was like, Corinne, because you had sex with this man in the spiritual realm, you guys connect, but just imagine this is like spiritual glue. You guys connected. Whoop, what the heck is that? You guys connected so much that your souls became bonded, which is what you, if you've ever heard, it's called soul ties. So you connected so much that your soul, Korean, is now intertwined with their soul. And so what they had, you have. What they feel, you feel. What they think, you think. Their hopes are your hopes. Their dreams are your dreams. Their depression is your depression. Like that's literally how it works in the spiritual realm. So if you've ever had sex with a man, you don't just catch STDs. That's in the physical. You can also catch a spiritual STD, which can come in so many different forms. It can come in suicide, depression, anger. You can be like, why am I so angry? Like, I am not an angry person. Why am I so angry? The person you had sex with was angry. Or the person that they had sex with before you was angry and now you caught it. And so sex is a very, very, very spiritual experience. Whether you think it is or not, it is. That's why you cannot go to any part of the world. People don't even want to say the word sex. People are like, I don't even want to touch it. It's such a taboo. And so people don't know how to deal with it because nobody wants to talk about it because it's that powerful. People are like, look, I don't even want to say anything about it because I might get it wrong or it might be whatever. That's how powerful it is. Sex is more powerful than money. It's more taboo than money. It's more taboo than money. So please don't be willy nilly. I'm moving around a lot. It's hot outside. Please don't be willy nilly about who you share your body with. As a woman, the way you have sex affects every area of your life: your health, your beauty, your money, your job, your business, your friendships, your family. So, sex is not just, oh, it's going to affect my body, it affects every area of your life. And so, people who tell you to have sex before marriage, before this person is properly vetted, before you've done all the tests, spiritual, mental, physical, all that kind of stuff, they don't really care about you in that aspect. The next time somebody tells you, oh my God, you should have sex with this person, I want you to ask them, are you going to pay for the abortion? Are you going to pay for the plan B? Are you going to, if I keep the baby, are you going to pay for the baby's child care? Because I have to go back to work. Are you going to pay for my increased medical bills? Even if you don't have a baby, women's health care goes up. The cost of health care goes up for women when you start having sex. Are you going to pay for my health care? What about college? Because now that's on me. Are you going to put something on college? What about prep? Are you going to pay for my prep? What about the shot to get rid of gonorrhea? I think that's like, I don't know, $80. Are you going to pay for that? And they're going to look at you like, why would I do that? Okay, so why would you ask me to have sex with somebody before I'm married? Why would you tell me to not be careful? Why would you tell me to yoke up my life with somebody for a night of pleasure? Because there are people that I love that don't agree with what I'm saying. And I'm like, okay, so pay for whatever the consequence is. Pay for it. Put me on your healthcare insurance plan. Lady screaming at the protest. The man who's forcing you to have sex. Okay. I believe the last time I checked, it actually went up because of inflation. I think it's $265,820 of lifetime child expenses, and that's like average. So tell him to start off, if you want to have sex with me, like if you're not married, we would prefer that you be married. We would prefer that he loved you. We would prefer that he gave his family as a resource to you, his mom, his sister, his cousins, his aunties, free babysitters, free wisdom. We would prefer that you get married. We would prefer that he's pledged to take care of you. But if not, tell him to transfer starting 200K. And I also talk about in my book how when people are like, "Ooh, I would never do that." I also talk about in my book how women, okay, even if you say, "Oh, I'm gonna be a hands-off mom, I'll give the baby up for adoption," you still have to change your body for the rest of your life. I know women who have had kids who no longer have bladder control. Several actually. So for a baby that you're going to give up for adoption, or you're not going to love or not going to care, you're going to change your bladder. You're going to rearrange your insides. You're going to rearrange your insides. How does that sound? Let's rearrange our insides. That sounds horrible to me. Why would you sign up for that? With a man who doesn't love you. I don't know who joined, but hey, I don't know if I can see comments. Well, whoever joined, so good to see you. I was literally just doing live and didn't think people would join. Hi. So we're talking about my book, Sex is Your Superpower. Okay. So yeah, tell that man to transfer 200K into your account before you have sex. Because women are, whether you want to realize it or not, women are the first natural caregivers. So your body will change first, your cycle will change first, your hormones will change first, your what else? Your blood will change first, your appetite will change first, your nutrients. Babies take nutrients from your body. When they're born and all that beautiful stuff, they give it back. But when you're pregnant, babies take nutrients from your body. Google, I think, what is it called? Pregnancy hair. People's hair thins. They get uncontrollable diseases. They could die. For what? For a night of pleasure? There's no D word. There's no peen. There's no nothing that good. It's not. Worth your life? Worth your life? Come on now. Worth your life? No. So if you're on the fence, or if you're like, you know what, I'm stressed out, I'm so sad, my ex left me, da 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 da, yada yada yada, XYZ, like whatever the current issue in your life is as a woman, you need to get the book. Like today, yesterday actually, but today will suffice. What the heck is that? It's little geckos out here. It's kind of cool. You need to get the book because you will waste. Let's say you're in your 30s. You will waste 40 years of your life trying to figure out what's going wrong. And even if you're married, you could be in a horrible marriage, but you could not see it because you already bonded with that person through sex. So like married people are not immune to this. A lot of married people are not married to the right person because they had sex before marriage. And the sex was good, but the connection wasn't. And they weren't really friends and they weren't really partners. They just did it for the kids. And so they're like, I don't even like this person. And it's like, yeah, you were cloudy. There's two very, very important hormones in sex that happen inside of women. And what's really funny and like really cool biologically is they affect each gender differently. So it's dopamine and serotonin in women, love and connection hormone, which makes us draw together and it brings up estrogen and it makes us feel good. And in men, which is so interesting, is that it drives up their estrogen and it puts down their performance, which is really interesting. And then vasopressin will come in and it makes them kind of like recoil a little bit, like maybe go work out. When I say recoil, I mean maybe leave the house, work out, run, finish a project, go do something else, go do something different. And they can eventually come back. But a lot of times, especially if it's casual sex, they don't come back. And that's why if you can find a man who will actually tell you the truth, I want you to fact check me on everything I say. A man can have sex with you and hate you. And so during the D, yeah. But after, he will kick you out. And women are like, oh my God, we had sex. Vasopressin made him kick you out. I mean, also his mind. But like the chemical vasopressin, and he also chose. But the chemical vasopressin makes him want to actually recoil from you. Like literally, he is disgusted by you. And when I found this out, this is not in all cases, okay? I'm talking about random casual sex. They will literally recoil from you because biology. And when you're married and in a commitment with a partner, your body produces different hormones. It's so cool. So like when you love and you're committed to somebody, then your body will produce a different amount of the right hormones to do what it needs to do. So if it's casual sex, he will want to leave after. Or he'll want you to leave. Because sex, it was up here, and then literally it makes him recoil from you. Please Google it. It's super cool. Well, not cool because he wants to leave you, but cool because of different hormones that happen. I was like, what? His hormones. Vasopressin can be so high in casual sex, it lowers when you have committed sex. Vasopressin will shoot up and he'll recoil back. So not only will he choose like to have you leave, his body will choose to have you leave. It is the craziest thing. And that's a lot of times why guys talk about like sex doesn't really matter to them. It's because it does matter, but it's a different chemical concoction biologically and chemically going on. So biochemically, it's his body is literally flooding with different hormones depending on how he feels about you and what his body knows to be true about how he feels about you. So you can have sex with a man and his body will be like, wait, we're having sex? It's our wife? And his body will be like, wait, remember that time he had that thought about her? Yeah, we don't actually love her. Vasopressin goes up. And then he's like, I don't want to be here anymore. It is the strangest thing, but it is biochemically true. So I'm telling you, you're wasting your time, your energy, your beauty. I'm gonna do some videos on this. I love when women talk about like lost my pink, lost my sparkle. Is that I know the type of person you are dealing with when you lost your pink, when you lost your sparkle. Is like when women or girls, we'll say girls, when girls or women say like oh, he was an energy vampire, he sucked my energy. He was not necessarily an energy vampire. Not necessarily. And that's why I wrote the book, is that you were willingly giving him your energy. He didn't suck it. You volunteered it. You volunteered your pink. I cannot wait to make videos about that. You volunteered your pink and your sparkle. It's because women, we were made for love. We were made for connection. We love it. Okay. We love love. We love the idea of it. We love it. So when you think that okay, I'm gonna have sex, and at the end, it's gonna equal connection. Whereas men will think, I'm gonna have sex, and at the end, I'll feel better. I'll feel good. I'll be energized. Those are two totally different, opposite ends of the spectrum. But because women are waiting, oh wait, other side, are waiting for men to come over here and be like, let's connect. They they are they are so confused at the end. Hi to whoever joined. They are so confused at the end. They are like, if there's a woman who is watching this, I just want you to comment yes. Just comment yes. If you have ever had sex with a man and been like, oh wait, I thought that was supposed to end in connection. Why do I feel like you hate me? And we expect connection and love when they came in for enjoyment. We expected forever, and they were like, let's go to Six Flags for a day. This is great. But you don't live at Six Flags. You don't build a home at Six Flags. They actually kick you out. I think at 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock at Six Flags. We're looking for love and connection. They're looking for enjoyment, unless they like love and adore you and want to commit to you, which you will know because they'll talk about marriage. They'll propose. They'll be like, girl, no, I don't want nobody else with you. But we don't understand that they want a Six Flags experience because we equate sex to love and connection. We are literally wired differently. We're expecting like, oh my goodness, for him to be like, wow, for us to, do every trick in the book and bend it over and in a circle and round it round and bring stuff in the bedroom and bring another person. And none of it is going to change his mind. It's going to be like, oh, more attractions at Six Flags. Yay. But it's still going to be Six Flags. It's still going to be adventure and enjoyment. And so that's why I wrote the book, is for women to stop equating sex with love and connection. They're not the same. It's adventure and enjoyment. It's a conquest. People, what's that old saying? Oh, a notch on my belt. It's just a notch on my belt. And we are so confused. And it starts with sex. And then it goes to, well, let me cook for him. And so maybe he'll want to make me my wife. Make him my wife. Make me his wife. Well, let me clean for him. And maybe he'll want to marry me. Oh my God. Let me cook for his family. What else can I do? Oh, maybe I'll invite his friends over to get them to like me and get everybody on my side. And we start bending ourselves into pretzels, trying to figure out which position, figuratively and literally, women will bend themselves into pretzels, trying to figure out how to get this man to, how do I get him to propose to me? And then literally we'll bend ourselves into pretzels. Instead of, if we didn't have sex, we wouldn't stay so long. We would be like, you know what? He doesn't like me. That's okay. I'm talking about all this movement, y'all. It is literally so hot outside. I'm hot. But he doesn't like me. And we wouldn't stay longer than 3 months. But the reason you see women who stay in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 15-year relationships with no ring, and most women want to be married, stop lying to yourself. If you're sleeping with a man and you're committed to a man, most likely 9 times, we'll give it 8.5 times out of 10, you want to be married. I've had women tell me like, oh, I don't really want to be married. Like, that's so 100 years ago. I don't care as long as we love each other. And then be mad because they didn't propose. And I was so confused. And that's when I realized And most people saying they don't want to be married are lying. Most women who are saying they don't want to be married are lying. I was shocked. I was like, wait, I thought you said you didn't want to be married. And she was like, of course I want to be married. I was like, okay. So that was like maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. And that's when I realized most women want to be married, even if they say they don't. It's it's more palatable to say you don't than to own the desire and say you do. Like it's easier to be like, I can be with him and we're just partners. Women want marriage. Period. I also need to make a video about women want marriage, men want partnership, but maybe I'll make it later today. But yeah. So you'll contort yourself. And that's why women fall flat, like fall dead on their face after a breakup is I did everything. I gave everything. I told him everything. He met my family. We did all the tricks in the book with sex. We went on vacation together. I had a child with him. I gave this man my womb. Go down the list. Get this little break. And that's why it's not necessarily the breakup, it's the realization that the pretzel twisting didn't work. That no amount of anything you did to try to convince him worked. And he knew what you were trying to do and could care less. That's why women are breakups are like, oh my God. Because I've broken up with people who I didn't have sex with and didn't shed one tear. We can go out and hang out and go and do da 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 da. I actually saw him after we broke up. It's nothing but love because I didn't give myself to him that way. If he were to call me right now, Corinne, I need a cake baked. Corinne, I need this. Corinne, this person is graduating. I would love for you to come. If it was appropriate and I felt like I can do this without getting feelings and stuff intertwined because I don't like to play with people's emotions. I'm happy that people don't like to play with my emotions either. So I'm really careful about like hanging out with exes that were because it was a really beautiful, positive experience. So it would be easy to be like, I love you. He's an amazing man. Amazing man. So if he asked me for something literally right now, text my phone right now, I would be like, okay, yeah, no problem. And same for him. But that wasn't where we went with each other. So I'm like, oh, all right. Okay. So to make your life better, I'm not kidding. You don't have to take one of my courses. You do need to get the book though, so I can explain it to you so you can like make a commitment. You don't have to take a course. You don't ever have to watch another one of my videos. You don't ever have to watch another video about relationships, sadness, breakups, love, stop having sex. It's free. Just simply stop having sex. And you'll be like, oh. This is the life I was missing. I spent 5 years crying over Chihuahua Chris, Jump Scare Josie, and I could have been dating like this. I'm telling you, you will be so shocked, so surprised, so happy at how much better your life gets. I go to sleep peacefully. And if I cry, it's for love. It's happy tears. I've not cried, sad cry over a man. Maybe 6 years, maybe 8. I'm talking about boohoo, sad, oh no, what am I gonna do? I loved him. 6 years when I stopped having sex. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. And you look better and you feel better. Because if you have sex with a man who's not your husband, he is an energy vampire and you are giving up your energy. So stop. The book, Sex is Your Superpower, is in the description below. Click it, buy it for you. I'm telling you, the women I talk to who practice the methods I'm talking about, they're like, yeah, there was this great guy. He's very accomplished, very successful, very cool, and we didn't work out, and I'm fine. And I never would have been able to say that if I had not have read your book. And I'm like, how beautiful. Let's stop having sex with that man. Or, I don't want you to. Ask him to transfer $200,000 to your account. And the other 65,000, he can pay, like, I don't know, when they're 5. Give him a break on that one. Because you will end up being the primary caregiver in most situations. It's mommies. So start having sex with that random man. And get the book. I'm not kidding. Life altering. Life altering. So go ahead and click the link in the box. I hope this helped. I hope you stop cold turkey. But if you're like, I can't stop cold turkey, click the link in the description and get the book, and I'll help you. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.